right, Surfside here at 421 and 422 PPV. This is the upper window trim at 422. It's got, trim should not have this much play in it. You can see we've got just like caulk acting as flashing. There's no flashing on top of this window, so water can just be rushing right in behind this window. And again, it's got a lot of play. This thing's rotted out. It's super soft. So this is definitely problematic. And I've got the photos of inside there. You can see it looks like water is finding its way in through the window. This section here is what I'm pretty confident, and that's causing the leak because we have the bulk of the water damage just right under this point right here. You can see inside of this trim. And if I had to guess, there's probably a very outdated weather barrier behind this cedar, if any at all. So when the water gets in, it's getting its way past. There's likely probably not even tape around these this window, since it's just a screen and porch as well. So there's not a lot of water protection that's going to be around this whole porch window here. Underneath, you can see the same thing, just a lot of caulk. Somebody's caulked up all on that, and I highly doubt the water's finding its way under there. You know, potential capillary action running under this, but I'm more thinking it's going to be here. We're going to test it. Now this has the flashing on top of it to keep the window out. This was something the homeowner did. It's not 100% ideal, but it's pretty good. Good enough for a porch. We identified another leaking area in this part of the porch underneath. We've got quite a few things here that's poking out to us. I am pretty certain water can be finding its way past that gap right there. There's no flashing or anything right here. It's just wood. Same thing with all of this. You know, relying just on paint and caulk isn't really going to do anything. There's a hole here too. That water seems like it can be finding its way past. Down there, you can see it's at least caulked, and we didn't see any water damage there. This is underneath of the far right-hand side of the porch to where I just was. You can see the water damage in there. I can get a better shot of the other area. You can see the window is there, and we have a big bulk of the damage is there, and then it's running out towards the end that way and dry back towards this way. Previous repair seemed to be running along this line here, ceiling repair. And I think we have multiple issues here. We got a big hole just right there. So if water is finding its way through the screen and coming down in here, it definitely looks like that's gonna get downstairs. So we're gonna stress test it now. We're recording. We're gonna put some water on this thing now. That was a lot of water. I already did. All right, big hole right there. That's definitely a factor of the leak. We're gonna stress test this window. I'm gonna start with this bottom corner first. Getting anything? All right, let me refill. Onto the corner. There we go. I think that's probably a better way to get it. Nothing, huh? Okay.
Wait, the water was empty just from
Nothing so far. All right, going up top now. Yeah, I mean, that windowsill's definitely leaking out the bottom of this, but I need like a hose to do this one. Go again. I just need a hose, I think. Regardless, it's definitely a problem. Regardless, it's definitely an issue. I'm gonna stretch this corner now with the bucket. I'm gonna prop my phone up. I'm trying to get my phone propped up. I'm gonna prop up my phone like this. All right, you ready? Oh. I gotta move my ladder. I'm too close.
Doesn't the hole run down the whole side?
Yeah, I mean, I can do it right here, so.
Yeah, do it right now. I'll take a look.
Not sure if that got anything or not, but
You're one of those ones that.
not.
Yeah, I got water.
You got water?
I got water on the corner.
Okay. Got water on the corner. Popped up these floor tiles, and this was the water that just came from my test on the outside. So we can clearly see that water is finding its way past that wood, and it's gonna sit and seems like it's pooling here, but there's a gap. This is really uneven here. That's concrete, so it's probably flowing it right down into that hole when it builds up here.
Yeah, and I just saw
There's a crack on that corner.
I just saw
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
goes
just
straight
been
down.
caulked, hasn't it? Yeah.
No, that's like some kind of concrete repair.
Yeah.
So this has
But,
been a problem.
but that's
for a
right
little
here
while.
is a whole entry point that goes straight down
Yeah.
along the
Water
side.
test on the outside.
Yeah,
You
water.
can see the water is getting through
From this,
that
yeah.
frame.
And then it's going behind.
Yeah. I mean, I took a video where you can see the daylight going.
Let's rip
Water is
this.
definitely finding its way through the frame.
Let's rip that up.
spot over there too again.
Let's start with this. Let's start in this corner and see what happens.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, it rushes right to that spot.
And I hear it leak.
That's just on the outside, Scarlett.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let me do some more. I just did a little bit. No water yet.
That's a lot of it. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Coming over here.
Anything, Matthew? I did the corner, and then it leaks all, or it drains all down to where the holes are.
That's coming under here.
I see water over here.
Yeah, it's just pulled up right
Coming
here, right
over
now.
here. It's
Scarlett, hush, please.
Oh yeah.
A lot of water over here too, man.
Which side? Towards the middle or towards the right, or all of it?
Corner,
Corner?
a lot of water. It's dripping.
Okay. Everything is just pooling right here, right now.
Alright. Don't see water over here yet, but I'm pretty sure.
Because it's all just sitting on this concrete.
I see a hole right there, Cooper. And it goes up to you.
Okay, I'm about to hit this middle, see what happens.
Oh my god.
I got water in the middle.
Okay. We got water leaking in the middle now.
Is that from before?
Yep, that was just that one that I did right in the middle to kind of push all this pulled water over the edge.
Okay.
All right.
That'll just be sitting underneath that board.
it's definitely what it's doing. If you saw how much water is just sitting right here,
Yeah. Is it flowing pretty bad?
really bad. Water naturally flows right to there. It just slowly trickles. So I'm sure all of this is going to wind up draining right out through there, and that's probably why that section was the worst for the rot. Do you think we need to cut the ceiling over to the left more? Because a lot of the water pools that way too. Pulling up more of these floor panels. Hang on, Scarlett. There's like a weep. There's like 2 holes from the like plywood or on the well, there's a seam here for the boards meeting. Is this where that 2x6 is? Is here?
Roughly.
Yeah, you can watch all the waters. Let me move this leaf. Oh yeah, it's just going right in there.
I'm sure it's going to make its way through now.
Maybe let's oh, still going. Oh, there's an ant.
Leave that there, Scarlett.
And then it ends right over here in this